Okay, so I have to do that because I forget. Okay, so good evening and thank you for joining me this evening. For those of you that don't know who I am, I'm Jackie Winters and I founded the British Academy of Crystal Healing back in 2004 when I channeled the information from the Crystal Kingdom to try to aim to bring crystal healing into mainstream, because crystal healing, I started working with crystals over 40 years ago and they'd made such a huge impact on my life and my health and my well-being that I wanted to honor the fact and try to bring it in line with science and make it a credible healing modality within the holistic industry. So I sat down and asked the crystals to help me, and I wrote a university accredited course, which we'll talk about more later on. And we opened the doors of the Academy back in 2004. So last year we've been established for 20 years, which is really quite incredible. And I know some of you have, I can see some familiar faces that some of you have done courses with me or already know of me. I'm not here to lecture any of you. I'm here to share the guidance that I've received along my way, to share my shamanic ways of being able to connect to the crystals and get the most out of the crystals, and to give you some information this evening to hopefully help you on your crystal journey. So when I was asked to do a webinar, the title of the webinar I thought would be Mastering Crystal Communication, because that's a lot of what people say to me is, well, come on, Jackie, how do you communicate with the crystals and unlock the healing wisdom of the stones? So in this class this evening, we're here for approximately an hour. I'd like to help you learn a little bit more, or hopefully offer you some guidance. You might already have your own theories on things and your own ways of doing them, and that is not wrong. What I am here to do is to present to you what has been working for me and what I deliver a little bit of in the Academy, and how it can potentially help you in your quest to be able to work more effectively with the crystals. So let's talk a little bit about the spirit of the crystals, how to listen to your crystals. Let's see if this evening we can help you strengthen your connection with the crystals, and look at crystal healing as a practice to help for you to bring it into your everyday life. And then if you feel inclined to do so, maybe offer it as a service to others to help them on their route to their own wellness and well-being. I'm also going to try and include a little guided experience. So if you do have some crystals close by, just a clear quartz if you haven't, and I am going to mention a few crystals. I have just literally put a PowerPoint presentation together to try and make it easier for me to access the images. But that could go terribly wrong because I'm not very technical minded. But we'll do our best and hopefully it'll all work and it'll all come good. So, a warm welcome from me to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming and taking the time out of your world to learn a little bit about mastering crystal communication, unlocking the healing wisdom of the stones. So tonight is about opening a two-way dialogue with the Earth's ancient wisdom keepers, the crystals. Crystals have been used in spiritual practices for thousands of years. Neolithic stone circles were created by our ancestors to mark the powerful energy spots within the earth. And for me personally, I'm loving going and visiting these power spots within the earth and reconnecting with the consciousness of Mother Earth. Now, if we are going to move forward tonight, I'd like to integrate science along with spirituality and explain that modern science is starting to catch up with what I'm learning and sharing with you guys about crystal energy and what have you. That crystals are not just beautiful, and they really, really are just absolutely beautiful, but they are structurally perfect, vibrationally stable, and naturally programmable. So let's explore let's explore a little bit more about the sacred energy and the science behind what is involved when we're working with crystals. So, the spirit of crystals. Crystals are formed deep within the earth and often under immense pressure. There are three ways that a crystal is created: through metamorphic rock, primary minerals, those are the ones deep in the earth, and sedimentary rock. So those are the three main growth patterns of the crystals, and they grow under immense pressure and heat. And some crystals, like quartz, take thousands of years, even millions in some cases, to grow. And what makes crystals so unique is their atomic structure, a repeating orderly pattern which is known as the crystal lattice, which is inside the formation of the crystal. Now, that's from a scientific point of view, but from my point of view as a shaman, and a shaman isn't a religion, it isn't anything, a practice or anything like that. It is a word for a person who can hear the earth. That's it. Basically, there are some guidelines that shamanism puts forward, that you should see through the eyes of love, you should hear through the eyes of love, and you should speak through the eyes of love, and you should honor every living entity on this planet. And crystals are living, they are growing, they create, they have an energy with them. And in shamanism, we call this the spirit of the stone. In science, they call it piezo and pyroelectrons, and it is an electrical frequency that is emitted from the crystal, and that is done from its atomic structure, and its internal crystal lattice creates the stability and the movement of the energy. So this is why crystals are stable energy holders, and their internal harmony mirrors the balance that we are seeking in our own lives. So let's see if I can get this share screen. Oh, hang on, let me have a see if I can get it up for you guys. Okay, so let's go to, first of all, amethyst. There we go. So this one is amethyst. Oops, so amethyst gets its nice, deep, natural color from the iron that's in there, that beautiful purple color, and it's also manganese. So if we just, oops, I told you I wasn't very good at this, didn't I? It comes from the radiation, the irradiation that's in the earth, and spiritually it helps to calm the mind. The vibrational frequency that amethyst emits hits the neurological system, and it starts to calm the mind. It is one of the most, in crystal healing, we would liken it to lavender in aromatherapy. It's one of the most used crystal because it is exceptionally good for the immune system. It's a purifier, so it purifies your energy. It helps you to detox. The legend that goes with amethyst is that there was a Greek god one time called Amethystus, and apparently he got drunk and he killed his wife, and he started to sob after she died, and his tears turned into amethyst, and he swore that he would never again drink. So amethyst is often linked to sobriety, helping people to get off alcohol. And one of my students along the way, I'll share this story with you, she was so hilarious. She was saying to me that her husband had a drink problem. He drank vodka. So after attending one of my classes, she went home and she followed the instructions I gave her, and she put the amethyst underneath the bottle and invited the spirit of the amethyst to infuse into the vodka. And her husband said, I don't know what you've done to that vodka. You must be buying cheap stuff from a cheap place. So, you know, it's not very good. We need to get it from somewhere else. Anyway, long story short, she ends up where her husband has decided that vodka's not doing it for him anymore, and he goes on to wine, and she continues her quest with using the amethyst light from the amethyst, connecting to it in the manner that I'm going to teach you to do tonight, and asking that that light infuse into the alcohol and create no harm to her husband. And he eventually got off being addicted to his alcoholism. Now, that is just one story that Michelle shared with me, and there are many, many more that I can share with you. But I just thought it was light-hearted and, just something of interest for you guys, that if you do know anybody who has addictions, then when you know how to use the amethyst properly, then you can help them if they wish to detox themselves, because it's a massive detoxer. So another crystal is black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is an crystal because it has a piezoelectric stone. They all have piezo and pyroelectrons, that is the radiation and the electricity that's coming from them. But black tourmaline is generating an electrical charge under pressure, which may actually explain why people feel that it's really energizing. And if you ever look at black tourmaline, it has striations in the growth pattern. Now, any crystal that has striations in the growth pattern, well, it means that basically it's fast acting. So there's no lattice that is going to divert the life force energy. It will ground, because black tourmaline is very grounding. It will ground your thoughts, it will ground any negativity in your energy field, and it will earth you and help you live more in the present moment. So that's black tourmaline. And labradorite, just a little fact here, I don't know whether you're aware or not, but labradorite, you know the magical shimmer that you get on labradorite? Well, it's actually called labradorescence. And the reason that labradorite shimmers the way it does is because of an optical effect caused by the light bending with the layers in the crystals, and that's what makes it shimmer. Now, labradorite, in my opinion, is an amazing crystal. It is actually a feldspar, which means it's a form of moonstone. It's in the family of moonstone. And labradorite helps you see through illusions. It helps you to recognize when you're seeing through a mindset that is not serving your highest good, or you're choosing not to see the truth. So if you call on the spirit of labradorite and ask it to help you, then it will help you to see through the illusion that is creating the distortion in your energy field, and help to bring it back into a more aligned energy, so that you will feel more comfortable with yourself, with life, with what's happening in your world. So next, I just want to mention how to listen to your crystals. How do we get working with them? What is it that we're doing? So how are we listening? How do we communicate through them? Firstly, they communicate through silence. Now, because I'm a bit of a chatterbox, my husband says I don't hear you stay silent that long, but I do. And the beauty of it is, it also can communicate to you through dreams. So there are many, many different ways of communicating with your crystal, but you have to listen. How do we listen to the stones? Interpreting the messages from the body. So when you hold a crystal, the vibration of the crystal affects your neurological system. Now, bear in mind, this is subtle. So some people who have not got a great deal of self-awareness, they're living very much in the external world or the material world, well, they may not recognize the subtle tiny impulses that are being created by the crystals and how they're impacting on the neurological system. So initially, when you make that first contact with your crystal, you're activating the piezo and pyro electrons with your own heart energy. But then what happens is the energy from the crystal hits your neurological system. Now, there are certain areas on the body, and we'll come to that in a moment, that are more susceptible to working with crystals. And when that energy frequency hits a neurological system, then it creates sensations. It gets into the flow of energy in your body. And I think most of you have probably heard about meridians. And also, I don't know whether you're aware or not, but each organ in your body has a flow of energy that creates its form and helps it do its job in your body. And we do address this with crystals. So the first thing you need to listen to is your own body. So when you're working with the crystals, you're not listening for the crystal to speak to you. You're listening to what physical reactions your body is having to the crystal. And it may be that some people feel heat. They hold a crystal and they go, oh God, I'm getting really hot. Or some people hold a crystal and they start shivering. or some people, I'll hold a crystal and they'll get a twitch, a very gentle twitch. Or another thing that can happen is you start to interpret the energy, the frequencies that are coming through you. So sometimes people can say, I've got like a sharp, jagged feeling inside of me. Where is it? We'll go into that in a moment, but it interacts with the flow of energy going through your meridians, going through your body, the life force that's in your body. Your neurological system then sends that vibrational message the crystal is emitting directly to the part of the body that needs it most. So your body works like a little magnet. So if you're having backache and the cause of your backache is because your shoulders are too tense, you may find that the crystal will send the energy into your body, and your body has the innate knowledge to know that you've got tension in between your shoulders, and then you'll start to get a burning sensation maybe behind your shoulders. But it's linked to other areas as well. So your flow of energy may be that, through like within the meridians, that the energy is blocked somewhere else in your body, and that is why you have tension in your shoulders. So again, this is something that we'll discuss a little bit later on in this class. So how you're listening to the crystals is you're listening to the sensations that the crystals are having on your body. You're interpreting the energy, not through your mind. So a lot of people think that they hold the crystal and then something inside of them puts them in touch with their guide, and they have all these wonderful conversations. Now, yes, that can happen, but if you want to use crystals more effectively and reach other dimensions and understand that, you want to be more interactive with how you're using the crystals, the first place to start is with your own metabolic energy. The metabolic energy is your body and how your body is interacting with the crystals. So scientifically, we are, as human beings, we are electromagnetic beings. Our hearts and our brains emit measurable fields of energy. Crystals, especially quartz, can interact with these fields of energy. In fact, quartz is used in watches, in computers, even medical devices have quartz in them. And the reason they have these silicon chips or quartz in them is to stabilize the frequencies. I don't know whether you're aware or not, but the very first radio was called a crystal set. And it was called a crystal set because the crystal that was in it was called galena, and galena would help the crystal change channels. And I think this is a good indication of what it does to you, is it changes your channels. It helps you to think differently, it helps you to feel differently, and it helps you to find the equilibrium, the balance, the harmony that you're looking for. So when your body has that harmony and balance, it has the innate ability to heal itself, and you have everything that you need to stay in wellness, health, wealth, happiness, everything that you need, because it's all within a vibration. So the electromagnetic being that you are is creating your reality. And we go into this in a lot more depth in the course, obviously. And this evening, I don't really have a great deal of time, but I will let you know that, if you're in the belief system of lack, then the vibration will be emitting lack out into the universe, and you will be experiencing the reality of lack, whether it be lack of money, lack of love, lack of friends, lack of whatever. And there are crystals that can help you change that frequency and integrate a new frequency, and then you may live in a belief system where you don't feel safe in the world, or you don't feel safe allowing yourself to be who you are. And these belief systems are often so deeply ingrained within us that we are not consciously acknowledging that they're there. So we may feel insecure, but not recognize that we feel insecure because we don't feel safe to be ourselves. We don't feel safe in the world. We don't feel safe as in we don't feel we're going to be provided for. These are deep-seated belief systems. Now, they say these belief systems have come a lot from our ancestors, which I believe they have, and apparently You know, we are only second or third generation from the war, where there was a lot of lack and poverty, and there was a lot of fear, so they would not feel safe, and they would have, you know, limited access to things, and that belief system got within them and then got passed down, and apparently it takes 7 generations to clear those belief systems. But when we have crystals available, we are in a position to be able to use those crystals to help us acknowledge these belief systems, challenge the belief systems by using different crystals and using the vibrations of the crystals to bring us back into a harmonic place and have that stability that we are looking for. So let me just explain. Your intuition, first of all, is not just woo-woo. It's a subtle sensing system. It helps you pick up on energy shifts around of you. I don't know about you, but have you ever walked into a building and gone, oh, I don't like it in here. It doesn't feel very nice. Why? Well, that's your intuition. Or have you met somebody and said to them, you know, hi, are you okay? And they say, yes, yes, I'm fine. And your intuition's saying, no, they're not fine. I can feel that they're not fine. So your intuition is a subtle sensing system, picking up on everything around of you. And when you really start to develop that intuition, you will then start to utilize the vibrational frequencies coming from the crystals in a better way. So how can you listen to them? Through meditation. If you hold rose quartz, you may notice some warmth or pulsing. That could be your nervous system responding to the subtle vibrations, or the energy function of an organ showing you where there is a blockage or a disturbance in your energy field. Because we're not just this physical body, we have subtle bodies around of us. We have the emotional body, which is not made of matter. We have the mental layer, which is not made of matter. Then we have higher vibrations, and what we're aiming to do is to live in these more higher vibrations that are accessible to us in our energy field. When we push past the mindset and move into the higher heart, move into the higher mind, to move into the all-knowing, because we've got the all-knowing in our energy fields to be able to access that level of awareness. And you have your celestial energy in there, and around your auric field you have a beautiful seal, which is called a Catheric template, and all of this is accessible to us, but we tend to live and vibrate in the lower three areas, which is the physical body, the emotional, and the mental. And when we introduce you to these other higher, purer, nicer, more harmonized levels of our energy field, we don't want to come back into this energy field. We want to stay there because it's so much nicer. You stop overthinking, you start to get present moment awareness, you start to fall in love with life, and you start to get better health. Your intuition is another way to communicate with the crystals, as I previously said. Pendulums, pendulum dowsing. You can use pendulums if you wish, and decide which crystal is best for you with a pendulum, or you can ask the pendulum questions. A pendulum is like an amplifier of your own body's micro movements, often unconsciously directed by your own intuition. However, it helps you to delve deeper within you and reacts accordingly when we're talking in healing mechanisms. If we're talking in earth mechanisms, the pendulum will show you where there are power points, areas in your home, areas I have a local park with a wonderful power area where I go regularly most mornings to just feel blessed and send that blessing out through those power lines in the earth, and ask the dowser which way is the energy flowing, so I know which way to add my intention to the flow of the energy within the earth. And the energy within the earth is the ley lines within the earth are like the neurological system within our body, because everything is a copy of ourselves. The earth is earth, air, fire, and water, just as we are earth, air, fire, and water, and we have the similarities. Dream work, another way of working with crystals is through your dreams, and one of the best crystals is moonstone. There are many. If you have nightmares, peridot is a really good one because peridot will help to stop nightmares, and especially if it's in young children, because smoky quartz will also help with nightmares. But nightmares really are more about your subconscious dealing with things that are creating fear within you and digesting them through a dream. So nightmares are very healing in actual fact, but they are also very scary and can create problems for young ones. So rather than the smoky quartz drawing that negativity, drawing that fear to the surface and helping you free yourself from that, sometimes peridot is better for children because it doesn't do that. It works in a different way, and it is a softer, gentler way for children with nightmares. So dream work, if you want to enhance your dreams and you want to get more in tune with the moon, because the moon again has a magnetic pull on our energy field and obviously on the waters on the planet. And since we're near enough all water, then moonstone really helps us to digest what is happening within us through our intuition. So moonstone can encourage vivid dreaming by supporting your parasympathetic nervous system and your rest and digest mode. So if you're a workaholic or you find it difficult to switch your mind off, then moonstone is really good. And of course you have the three, well, you have many phases of the moon, but you have the waxing moon where you can work with what you want to bring into your life. You have the full moon. Now the full moon magnifies things, and I always remember being on a meditation with the moon and the full moon, and I find it very too powerful for me because I'm sensitive to start off with. So when it's my intuition is heightened even more, I find it really unbearable sometimes that now I'm not just feeling whatever, I'm really feeling it. So they say never accept a marriage proposal on a full moon, because it may be that you're not just in love, you're absolutely in love, and then when the moon starts to phase you realize, oh, actually it might have just been the moon that was exaggerating how I was feeling. So learning about the moon energy and the impact of the moon energy on you. The waning moon, of course, is about helping you to let go of anything that you want to let go of. And my favorite of all of them is the new moon, which is time out. So the time out is where there is no moon in the sky and you just get to rest. If you're a very sensitive little soul, a little bit like me, I feel a lot. And I have to regularly make sure that my etheric template, that seal around my auric field, is intact so that I don't overfeel, and I know how to hold my space. And that again is a shamanic thing where you hold your space so your awareness stays within your field and you don't end up picking up what other people and other places and things are thinking now or feeling. Now, I know that we have electromagnetic frequencies in the atmosphere. We have all sorts of other things that are happening in the stars, in the heavens, and like I've just said with the moon. So you are going to be susceptible to them anyway. But if you can keep your awareness within your own etheric shield, you will find that you will deal with sensitivity and not become too empathic or overly disturbed by somebody else's drama. Then another way that we connect with crystals is through JSJ energy locks, and you might be wondering what on earth I'm talking about, but we include in our diploma the details about JSJ, which is a Japanese medicine, an energy medicine called Jinshin Jitsu, which purports about the function energy of an organ and where it travels through your body, so that you can locate an exact area within your body where an attitude is affecting you. And when you carry that attitude in your body, it creates tension. And it's like, why do some people get stomach problems? Why do other people get problems maybe with their womb or problems with whatever? It's because we all have our own unique attitude, and there are 26 energy locks in the body that are linked to attitude and directly help us unlock the tension that we are carrying, often, well, nearly always subconsciously, And when we free that lock with crystals, then the life force of energy can move freely. So yes, we do look at chakras, but the chakras are like the tree trunk. They align with your spinal column. And as your alignment with your spinal column, you have what's called nadis. These are energy veins that run off the chakras like the tree, if you will. So you have the trunk of the tree, and then you have these energy nadis that run off the trunk of the tree. And that's where the energy locks are. So it just makes it a little bit more precise with your detection of where there is an imbalance and helping you to move more freely forward. So locating an energy lock changes the way your attitude towards life and towards yourself is. It helps you relax deeply and affords that life flow to go through your body. So what I'd like to do is, do you guys all have a crystal? I'd like you to take you through a shamanic connection to the crystal. And what we'll do is I'll do a brief one. We've only got an hour class, but you can choose any crystal you like, one that's near you. If you don't have a crystal, then you can listen to the recording and possibly do it at a later date. Okay. So science has already recognized that every organ in our body has an energy with it, and we're getting to a stage now, which is brilliant, isn't it, that we can record the frequency of each organs within our body. If you go to hospital and you have a heart problem, they measure the health of your heart on an ECG, which is an electrocardiograph, and that measures the electrical impulses that are coming from your heart. So that said, when you have your crystal, the piezo and pyro electrons in the crystal, scientifically, they want waking up. And the way the Native American Indians used to do, and I don't do this, but I have seen it, they used to bang the crystals together to create friction to produce energy. And that energy was known as triboluminescence. And if you have two quartz that you wish to do this with, and you rub them very, very together, very, very fast, eventually you'll get sparks of energy coming off the crystals, and you'll see little sparks of energy coming off your crystals. Now, I'm not going to do that with this because I'm holding apophyllite and quartz, and they're these are very expensive crystals. So I don't want to do it with these ones. But if you do decide you want to have a go at that, and I do believe that we do have a video of one of my students doing it somewhere on the YouTube. So the triboluminescence is created by the exciting of the piezo and pyro electrons within the crystals. Now, I prefer to do it in a gentler way, so I'm going to place my crystal on my heart. So I'm putting it here on my heart, and if you can put yours on your heart, shamanically, we are making a heart connection with the earth, because we want to ideally be able to see through our heart, hear through our heart, and listen to heart wisdom, because the mind is programmable and the mind doesn't always speak the truth, because the mind is possibly misinformed. Your heart will never be misinformed. So if you hold your crystal on your heart and just take a moment to take some nice, slow, long, deep breaths in and out, and just center yourself really here now. And as you breathe in and then let go as you exhale, just release any tension from your body, because the tension is what stops you from being able to feel the frequency of the crystal. So inhale nice and slowly. And next time you exhale, exhale and drive your awareness is energy, down your body, through your legs and all the way down to your feet. Just drive your energy, your awareness. And then bring your awareness back up from your feet, up your legs as you inhale, and into the base of your spine. And then just exhale again with your awareness driving it down your legs, your awareness down into your feet, and then just connecting to the earth, feeling your feet on the earth, feeling nice, solid and centered. And then as you inhale, drive your awareness through your feet, up your legs, starting to listen to your body as you do this. Listen to your legs. Now let's just go down once again because many of us live in our mind. So now just drive your awareness down your legs, into your feet, and just observe, how do your legs and your feet feel? Listen to what your body is saying. Are they heavy? Are they light? Can you feel the right leg the same as you can feel the left leg? Or are you leaning energetically one way or another? And if you are, just simply bring your awareness into both. It's really easy. And then as you inhale, draw your awareness up your legs to your knees and just say hello to your knees. What are your knees saying to you? And when you put your awareness on your knees, you may find that another part of your body starts to speak to you. Draw your awareness now up your legs as you inhale again to the base of your spine. And I want you to imagine that you have a beautiful light in the base of your spine, which you do. And I want you this time with your inhalation to use your awareness to draw that light from the base up your spine, all the way up to in between your shoulder blades where your crystal is. Hold your awareness there as you carry on breathing. Don't stop breathing. And now we want to ignite that piezo and pyro electrons in the crystal with our heart. So take a moment to give gratitude for everything that you have in your life. Just take a moment to really connect with the beauty within you. Every time you witness a sun rising, maybe when you're watching the sun set, maybe you have some children or grandchildren, maybe you have a pet that you love. Just see if you can try to raise that energy and feel. Many people think they feel, but their hearts are closed. Take a moment to see if you can just open your heart and connect to that beautiful frequency of appreciation and joy and love. And many of us have closed our hearts because we do live in a very demanding world, and that's fine. It is a process to open your heart. And when you feel the love, the gratitude, the joy of everything that you have in your lives, call on the spirit of the crystal. Call on the energy, the frequency of the crystal, and imagine it like a light. And ask Mother Earth, through this beautiful crystal, to draw its energy into your heart, and just explain that you're trying to open your heart very gently to love and joy and the vibration of our heart that we want to permanently live in instead of our head. We want to get up in the morning and we want to follow our desire. We want to live in a world of plenty. We want to live in a world where we are free to be ourselves. We want to live in a world where we respect each other. We want to live in a world where everything is in harmony. And the first place we start is with ourselves. So when we tell Mother Earth that we're on board, we're aiming to do this. And now we ask the light of Mother Earth, the crystal, to infuse into our heart, Connect to our neurological system and allow Mother Earth and the crystal to send that energy light all the way through your neurological system. Feel it going up into your mind, into your head, filling your head, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, going down into your body, filling your lungs, your heart, bringing that love that we've just spoken about into your abdomen, taking it down into your legs, all the way down with your awareness down to your feet, until your whole body is vibrating with this beautiful light from the crystal. Feeling the joy, feeling the connection. And then as you fill with the love and the light that this crystal will magnify within you and add to what you already have. And it may be that you're so lost in the material world that at the moment you can't feel. And that's okay. It's just a recognition that you're not living in your heart at the moment. But the crystals can help you open your heart to no longer be afraid to live your life according to your desire, your passion. And then as the light fills you, imagine that light going now into that auric field that I spoke about, the beautiful bubble of light around you, filling your emotional, your mental, your higher self, moving into the all-knowing mind and beyond into your own celestial level. So you're a beautiful bubble of light, and the crystal is helping you expand. Just take a moment now to see, firstly, what is your body sensations? Is your body emitting any sensations? Just observe. From this expanded point of view, just observe if your body is producing any sensations, any heat. Is it drawing you? Can you feel a sensation anywhere in your body? And then let's have a look at your emotions. How do you feel? Are you calm? Are you agitated? When you have that light in your energy, how are you feeling? What about your mind? Just witness your own mind. Don't be in your mind. Push past your mind so that you can look down on your mind like you would be looking at a beautiful child. Is your mind silent? Is it in the peace? If it isn't, tell your mind it's okay. All is well. In this moment in time, everything is well. You are not lying to your mind. In this moment, right now, here, centered, all is well. Now let go of your mind and anything that your mind is concerned about. Just be here now and ask the crystal to help you. Be here now. And then push past your mind into the higher dimensions in your energy field, into the all-knowing mind. You have it in your energy field. You have the potential to answer every single question that your soul wants answering. So in this all-knowing, altered state of awareness, ask your crystal and Mother Earth, what do you want me to know? And it may be that you sit in total silence, because Mother Earth wants you to know to be still. Remember, it's not words, it's beyond words, it's experience, it's that knowing. So don't look for mind connection, look for knowing. And if you don't get any knowing, just enjoy the peace and the silence that the crystal is bringing you. Now, if you're anything like me, you want to hold on to these higher vibrations, this expansion, instead of the contraction, to live in the hectic mind, the turbulence of some of the emotions we experience, and the stress that the poor body has to endure because of it. So taking your time to learn about the crystals, to connect to them, to have this sacred space in this moment, and learn how to live your life each moment at a time, to trust in your higher vibrations, to trust in your celestial self, to use the crystals to help you undo unproductive mindsets, stored emotions that we haven't digested, and release the tension within our physical body so we can bring heaven down to earth and live vibrating in the energy of the heart. And when we do that, our lives change, because, as I said previously, we are electromagnetic beings, and the energy that we are emitting is creating the reality we are experiencing. So when you live in your heart mind, because believe me, your earth mind will want to tell you what your heart mind should say. You have to silence your earth mind and know what is right, and know you, and know not think. To find the harmony, the joy, the love that we are all seeking. So on completion, I want you to imagine that you have a seal around your auric field, and that seal is beautifully intact. So just take your awareness to around about 5 foot away from you, so you're nice and expanded with your awareness, and that you have a 5 foot barrier around your beautiful auric field, and there's nothing and no one in that field except you, enjoying this beautiful moment, filling yourself with the love of the crystals and bringing yourself into alignment. And if you don't know what you're aligning yourself with, you're aligning yourself with yourself and now, this moment. That is the alignment. So if you're unsure what that alignment is, it is the alignment with now. And imagine that seal now going all the way around you, underneath of you, to the right, to the left of you, behind you, in front of you, and just sealing your field of energy, enabling you to keep this vibration with you as long as you need it. Give thanks to the crystal. Keep the energy of the crystal within you. But deactivate the crystal. Deactivating means to say thank you for your service and give thanks to the consciousness, or the, if you are scientifically minded, the energy of, if you're spiritually minded, the spirit of the crystal. for giving you and enhancing that experience and giving you a union, a connection to know. And the ancient wisdom that is freely available to us is through knowings. And my knowing will be different to your knowing. And my job as a teacher is to help you identify your own knowing and to know yourself. Because only then will you be truly aligned with yourself, in tune with yourself, and harmonized. Trying to put somebody else's well-being before your own never ever ends well. So always remember, in your field, you do you. Other people live in their energy field, they do them. And if you feel a desire to do anything, follow it. So then gently bring your awareness back. Shamanically, when we wear crystals or we connect to crystals, unless we honor them and honor the vibration that's being emitted, we don't get full use out of them. We need to also acknowledge how to activate and deactivate them, where to place them on the body, listen to the body, let the body tell us where to place it rather than go from a book. My job as a tutor is to help you be so in tune with your all-knowing that you don't need a book eventually, that you know your intuition is guiding you. But if you are wanting to learn more about the crystals and you want to understand a little bit more about the science behind it and what have you, crystals connect us with science and with spirit because they are, we can also use crystals not just for healing, but for connecting to our soul, doing soul reclamation, because sometimes we become soulless. We're doing things that we mentally think we have to do, and our soul gets traumatized. We can do crystal work with the earth. We can do crystal work with moving our awareness into other dimensions, which we do, and the shamans used to do regularly. The Native American Indians shamans, I sat with the Lakota for a while and learned about their ways and how they communicate with different dimensions which are just outside our visible spectrum. That doesn't mean they're not there, they are there, and by using the crystals they help us communicate with beings that if done correctly, you can connect with beings that are more advanced than we are, that will help us to grow, to learn, to understand. They really are incredible. They are life changers. So if you are considering becoming a crystal healer, or if you're a holistic practitioner and you might want to join us, the university accredited course that I wrote is accredited by the FHT and the IPHM. They're two big governing bodies in the UK, and they support you anywhere in the world. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, your accreditation will stand and you will be able to get your insurance to be a practitioner. The dates of the next diploma start on the 19th of May. It's online like this, but it's 3 hours on a Monday evening. It starts on the 19th of May and it is every Monday. There are Mondays off. The details are all on the website, and it concludes on the 24th of November 2025. It starts at 6:30 on an evening and finishes at 9:30. Questions people often ask me is it recorded? No, we don't record it. They're all live tutor sessions with myself, giving you chance to interact. We don't oversize the classes to make sure that I can see and help you connect. I can see energy, so I can tell you where to move the crystal if necessary, where to place the crystal, how to get the best from the crystal, blah, blah, blah. What happens if you miss a session? You can attend the session next time round, so don't worry about it. It's absolutely fine. Obviously, if you miss a lot of sessions, you might want to defer, but if you miss just one or two, you can easily catch them up next time they come around. Does the qualification cover me as a therapist anywhere in the world? Yes, it does. So there are 24 units. and the units are designed to help improve your intuitive wisdom, connecting to that all-knowing, and also offer you a scientific understanding. So in module 1, we discuss vibrational energy, so you really understand what's happening, to be able to understand the different energies in your body, in your energetic field, your metabolic energy, your emotional energy, which is called kinetic energy. Then you have your neurological energy. You also have photonic energy, biophotonic energy, and we explain all this and what it's doing and how we can interact with it. We explain about your charging, cleansing, working with crystals, the chakra theory, your aura balancing, distant healing, dream work, crystal massage, pendulums. And then in module 2, you do case studies. There is assignments, but the assignments we all the way through, we try to bring them so that it works alongside your life rather than putting pressure on an already busy life. We will say, we'll teach you how to grid your bed. So when you go to sleep at night, well, you were going to go to bed anyway, so it's not extra. You just have to put some crystals around your bed and see how you feel the next morning in the shapes that we tell you to, plus other things. We look at geology because I think it's also important to know about the formation of the crystals and, how that impacts on your well-being. So, for instance, this beautiful piece of fluorite I've got on my desk at the moment, I don't know whether you can see it or not. It grows beautifully in squares, which is amazing, which means it will help you become very organized, become very stable, um, and understanding that the growth pattern of the crystal will give you an indication of what the crystal is good for. Included in the course, you get, we do shamanic healing, sacred geometry, advanced chakra layout, crystals for regression. We use wands. My goodness, what we don't cover in the course is just crackers. There are 44 syllabus crystals delivered to your door, included in the price. You have a beautiful workbook that's sent through. You follow 2 different workbooks, module 1 and module 2. They're all sent online. You have case studies that you have to do, but we do support you with them. We look at it. You get a certificate of completion and you get added to our directory. So, yeah, it's a commitment, but in my opinion, it's a commitment to yourself, because you are never ever in a position to heal somebody else. But what you are in a position to is to recognize your own energy field, use the crystals to create the vibration that you want to live in, and then it's like inviting someone to share a bath with you. Because you've created that beautiful frequency, you're holding that space for somebody to heal themselves and vibrate at the frequency that's most useful for yourself and for the person who is having healing with you. Crystal healing, believe it or not, is now the 3rd most rated go-to therapy, which is amazing. So when I started in 2004 and wanted to bring it into mainstream, I know it wasn't just me, but I hope that I helped to get it to be recognized for the very worthy position of number 3 in the UK go-to healing mechanism, because they are amazing. Okay, so does anybody have any questions? Do you feel you've learned anything? I hope I haven't wasted an hour of your beautiful life. I hope you've enjoyed sharing time with me. But if you have some questions, I'm open to any questions you may have about crystals. And yeah, you're all going to go silent on me now. You just let me chat for an hour and nobody's going to talk to me, are they? Come on, talk to me. I am easy to talk to.
I'm Jackie.
Hello.
Hi, it's Juliana.
Hello, Juliana.
Wait, let me put on my video so you can see me. Okay. Thank you for the presentation and for the meditation with crystal. You mentioned that crystal healing is the 3rd most popular treatment. What's the first 2? Is that in the UK or is this in the whole world?
No, this is just in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
In the UK, massage therapy, In fact, to be absolutely honest, at the top of my head, I can't remember because I was more concerned about where crystal therapy was. And the two, I could have been acupuncture or something like that, but it's in the alternative therapy catalogue, which was in the we have over here like a directory from the FHT. The FHT is the Federation of Holistic Therapists, and they're a governing body to make sure that the standard of education that is being delivered through their courses meets the requirement of the UK national education standard. So they listed the top five go-to therapies, and I'll be honest with you, I was really only concerned about the crystal therapy, which is really mean of me because I can't actually remember what the top two were, but it was something like massage and something else. Could have been Reiki. I actually don't know. I'm so sorry. Where are you from?
I live in the UK in Seven
You
Oaks,
do?
but I'm originally from Australia.
Okay. Well,
Mm,
nice to meet you, and thank you so much for coming this evening. It's a real honor to share space with you guys. Thank you. Okay, so no question, but I absolutely loved every minute. Oh my goodness, Alfia, thank you so much. That is so nice. Catherine, wow, amazing. Jackie, thank you so much. Listen, it wasn't me, my darlings, but thank you for the compliment. My aura is filled with love because of you. So thank you, thank you. Yes, the crystals really do magnify the ability to be able to express and feel love, and it feels amazing, doesn't it? And if I can help in any way, help you guys have that experience as well. Thank you so much. Um, Thank you for a great session. I'm just seeing if there's any questions. Oh, guys, I love you.
Um,
Thank you so much.
I sorry.
Hello.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I just have one small question.
Yes.
Like, I don't have any background from the healing part, but I am looking forward to take it as a career. So, if I do a crystal therapy course, so are there any levels like that I need to clear before I start taking it as a career, or like just like as you mentioned, like this course it will end in November. So post that, I can just start taking it as a career. How is it actually?
Okay, so thank you. What a wonderful question, Shipra. I think other people might want to know as well. So it starts at absolute beginner's level. So you may come in, because I have my own unique way of teaching, it is not from a book. It is what the crystals have brought to me through my heart. So you may come on the course and say, but other people don't say that. And that's fine because other people are not me. And that's fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to present my way for your consideration. So I'm going to show it to you, get you to try it, get you to feel it, sense the love, feel the vibration, how it's affecting you, and take you from day one, as though you have never done crystal healing before, all the way through to a really advanced state. Now we do have, I can see Kath, who has been with me for quite a few years. I've known Kath a while, and she's done the diploma. So I'm going to ask her if she might share a few words before we finish. So you would start at the very beginning, learning all about vibrational medicine, understanding the science behind it, but also understanding the spirituality. There is no religions involved. You can believe in whatever you want to believe in. That is your right. I am not here to say that crystal healing is a religion. Shamanism is a respect of the earth. That's it. It is the necessity, the necessity to be respectful from your heart, to see from your heart, hear from your heart, and what have you. So it's not a religion, but it is a way of being able to speak to the earth and communicate with the crystals. You would start in May. Practicalities are we run 6 weeks. All of the dates are on our website under the diploma. I think Ella, our VA, will be sending you all an email tomorrow with a link to have a look at it if you're interested. And we do 6 weeks and then we have a week off. We don't do bank holidays, so it starts in May and it finishes in November. You get weekly assignments to do, so you get a little bit of homework to do. And to write it up, I would say would require probably about an hour of your week. That's it. So you come on a Monday. Before the Monday, the week after, you'll have to play with some crystals. Let's say play with, because they love it when we play with them. They don't want us to work. They want us to get back to playing. So you play with your crystals, and then you write up about what your experiences was, and we guide you on how to feel it physically, emotionally, and mentally, and moving into those higher realms. And we give you all these different techniques to do, and you write them up. When you move into module 2, you have 6 case studies to do, and each case study has a repetition of 3. So you can do the whole thing online, or if you want to do face-to-face, you can start doing face-to-face, in-person treatments, whatever you like. We do demonstrations of in-person treatments as well. And they all get sent in at the end. Now, when you start doing your case studies, that's you starting to get your clients. Because when you get your case studies, you're inviting potential clients, and that is you starting your business. Now, some people come on the course and they decide they don't want to be a therapist. They just want to learn how to do it to therapist level for themselves. And seriously, you will learn so much. It's a lot. That you will love it. You will not be the same person at the end of it. I think Kath will agree. It's a life changer, because the crystals just... Does that answer your question? I did tell you I was a chatterbox.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I mean, actually, it answered my question.
Okay, thank you so much, my darling. Thank you. So, Kath, can you just say a couple of things about the course, my darling? That's put you on the spot, hasn't it?
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, the course, I highly recommend it. Jackie just has such a special way of teaching, it made me look forward every week to Monday. And it seems to come at a time in your life when you're looking, you're searching for something, and the timing's always perfect. And I was quite ill at the beginning, and it just helped me so much with physical illnesses, the chatter that were going on in my brain. So it helped with mental health, and just what I learned about myself as well with each different module. It was like, oh wow, you're learning stuff, and it just blows you away. But most importantly, you're learning stuff about yourself as well, which it's always good, because, like you said earlier, we do kind of detach from the self, and we're up here a lot. But yeah, I really recommend it. And it's really good being able to share it with other people as well, and even my grandchildren. Grandma, can we look at the crystals? Kids even like being round them. But yeah, I really recommend it. It did change my life for the better.
Thank you, Kath.
So thank you, Jackie.
Thank you so much. Well, all I can say is, if you've learned a little bit from this evening about crystals and about how to connect to them and about what they're capable of, if you come on a course, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. This evening is not about me trying to push you to do something. It's just letting you know what's available. And if my journey can help you guys, I've studied crystals for 45 years, and I can't ever imagine my life without them, because, yeah, I've been suffering with an abscess over the last few days. So I'm wearing amber, and I keep putting the amber, because amber is really good for breaking up infection. It used to be used as an antibiotic years ago, and so far I'm on day 2. It's reduced from 100% thinking, oh my God, I'm going to have this tooth out, it's awful, to, oh, it's not too bad at all now, I can cope. So I've got some amber that I'm using on my tooth. So if you want to have a look at there's cards and things like that are out there to help you. I wish you well on your journey, and I just want to say a huge, heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you for joining me this evening. And I truly hope your journey back to your hearts, in alignment with the now, is a pleasant and kind and gentle one. Okay, thank you so much. We'll get the video across to you if you want it. Take care, and thank you for joining me. Bye bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Jackie, just before you go,
Okay, bye.
is it always on a Monday, your courses?
Sorry, darling.
Sorry, yeah, sorry, I'm coming now. Your courses, do they start on a Monday?
19th of May. Yes.
You don't do any other days through the week?
No. I do a Monday evening because it's in tune with the moon day. And that is why I like to work on the moon day, because it really enhances the intuition. And that's why Monday has been chosen for me to deliver the classes. And also, yeah, I just find that Monday really enhances the intuition. We don't, unfortunately, well, we're not allowed to record them because they used to be in-person 2-year courses, but they were done once a month, and now they're done weekly. It's reduced the time frame to just 6 months instead of 2 years. So yeah, I'm really sorry. I know some people it doesn't fit, but we will be doing another one in January. And if you do want to have a look at the dates and you can maybe twiddle things around, then maybe that might be better for people.
Yeah, I'm on grandson duties on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
sorry.
okay. I'll keep my eye out. Just
You
keep
do.
my eye on you and see what happens.
Well, it's lovely to see you again, Neil.
It's been a nice evening. I've enjoyed it.
Good. I'm glad.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Jackie.
Bye-bye. Take care. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.